Good evening and welcome back to the Illiterate Greek. In Psalm 46, the author says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations and I will be exalted in the earth." The Amplified Bible tells us to recognize and understand that I am God. So be still. In the concordance, it's H7503, the Greek word rapha. It means to sink, relax, sink down, kind of like sitting back in the easy chair. Just let things drop, abandon, slacken. Take a deep breath and relax. Everything's going to be all right. Be still and know that I am God. Know is H3045. It's the word yada. And it means to know by experience, to perceive and be acquainted with, to cause to know. So relax. Listen to him. Know that he's going to come through for you. I want to look at 1 Kings 19. And so what came before 1 Kings 19? Because we're really familiar with that. And that was when Elisha confronted the prophets of Baal and Jezebel and thoroughly humiliated and destroyed them. And then she threatened him and he ran. No? Okay. So, yeah, the chapter describes how he ran to the wilderness and hid, and he complained to God. And then the Lord came to him and said, "Go out and stand on the mountain in the presence of the Lord, for the Lord is about to pass by." Then a great powerful wind tore the mountains apart and shattered the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind there was an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. Now you got to realize, back in that day, they didn't have earthquakes, so Elijah had to be really wondering what was going on. But the Lord wasn't in the earthquake. And after the earthquake came a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire came a gentle whisper. And when Elijah heard it, he pulled his cloak over his face and went and stood at the mouth of the cave. Because what was the greatest thing that happened there? He heard the gentle voice of God. And that voice came back to again saying, "What are you doing here, Elijah?" Had Elijah stood on God and then fell back on his human instincts, and where did that get him? Alone, afraid, crying really to God on a mountain. And that's why God says to us to be still and know that he is God. We have, when things come up, so many things go through the mind. How about this? What about that? What about this? I can try that. I can try that. I can talk to him. Maybe he'll know. Oh, maybe I'll listen to this teaching over here. And God's telling us, be still. Be still and know that he is God. So the final question is, so what are you doing here? Are you trying to figure your way out of things? Or are you being still and knowing that he is God?